Chai. Come closer. Come closer. Ask me what am I eating. Now pepper soup with a twist. Rainbow pepper soup. It's, it's got fish in it. It's got green banana. Have you ever seen that pepper soup before? With green banana and baby potato. Yeah, that's my kind of pepper soup. It's really nice. Lovely, lovely. My kind of pepper soup on Sunday. You get me? Oyinbo pepper. It's pepperish though. I'm not gonna lie. But it's nice. Anyway, how's your Sunday going? I'm gonna be adding people. If you wanna come live, I just wanna talk to everyone. When I add you, just come on. Tell me what's on your mind, what you want to talk about, what's bothering you, or even what's not bothering you, okay? I'm gonna be sitting here quietly. This is not a radio show. This is not a radio show, okay? I'm just at home, alone. Nobody is at home, everyone is gone to church. Supposed to take my family for dinner today. Well, obviously, for one thing or the other, so we have to change the plan. First of all, I want to talk about culture. I know it's an etiquette to be eating and be talking. Well, I'm breaking the rules here, okay? Don't say, oh, I don't have a table manners or anything. There's not even a table here. It's called hand manner. So if you like, you can say almanac. Looking forward to resuming to work tomorrow. We're fingers crossed. Anyway, no long thing. Let's talk about culture, our culture, African culture, or your culture, British culture, European culture, American culture, any color, Indian culture, every color, all around the world. Understand? Let's talk about it. This is my own view about culture. I think we should all be proud of our cultures. You understand? No matter what culture you come from, always be proud of it. Take your culture with you. Your culture is part of your identity. Why am I talking about this? I saw a video of Ekundaya, the Nigerian boxer. Yeah. making Nigerians proud abroad. Saw a video of him when he won a title, and his parents came in the ring, and he dobale for his parents in front of Oyinbo people. He prostrate. Is that how they say? Portrait. I think it's portrait. Is it prostrate or portrait? Portrait. Pardon me. You know what I'm talking about. Udobale. In front of his parents, mom and dad. In front of everyone. In front of the international cameras. And that really impressed me a lot. And I said to myself, you know, I think all of us should be doing this. You know, some people, when they are abroad, especially in the Western world, they tend to sweep their culture under the carpet. They hide it from people. They don't want to be associated with that culture anymore just because they are in an Igbo country. It shouldn't really be like that. Igbo country is actually countries. Let me use countries. Igbo countries. I'm talking about America, European countries, including Great Britain before we leave the European Union. These countries, Western countries, are the places that we should actually exhibit our cultures. You understand? It's like selling your culture to other cultures. Oyinbo people are doing it, but what some people, not all of us, who tend to do is they wear shirt and trousers. They don't want to relate with their culture. Some people even can't even speak their language where Oyinbos are or in Oyinbo countries. This is totally wrong. Why is it that we always look up or look forward to everything Oyinbo do? We always think that everything Oyinbo do is the best. It's better than our own thing, our own culture, our own traditions. Why? I think we're mentally scarred. We are mentally scarred. Because I can't think of any reason. Yeah, fair enough. Because I'm the type of person, I don't discriminate. I always balance the situation. I balance the situation. Yes, fair enough. You see other Oyinbo people too wearing our clothes, marrying our own people. It's fair enough. You understand? But they still cannot abandon their own culture, even though they are into other people's culture in one way or the other. You understand? So, but they can never abandon their own culture. Let me add my good friend to it. Abato Kumbo, well done, sir. Hi, Dean. Dean, how's your Sunday? Come on, show your face, man. I want to chat with you live on Facebook, yeah? What do you think about what I'm wearing? Look, I'm an African boy with charisma. I think, excuse me, I think it suits me nicely, innit? What do you think? Look like a big man, innit? Like I go like 1,000 pounds in my account. And I ain't got that. Trust me, I ain't got 1,000 pounds in my account. Write it down. I know. As I was saying, culture should be everything. Culture is where you came from. Your culture is where you came from. And there's no way you can deny your culture. Your culture will always follow you everywhere you go and should always follow you. You must not abandon your own culture for any culture. You understand? You can copy or imitate other people's culture. Yes, because it's necessary sometimes. Because, say, for example, anyway, we're all familiar with the saying, when you're in Rome, do like the Romans. Yes, it's good. You understand? I'm like that. I'm in England. Yeah, I behave like British people. You understand? Because that's how you blend in, if you get what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I'm not forgetting my own culture, because my culture is still me, which is one of the reasons you see me wearing African dress today. I'm not wearing shirt and trousers or my usual face cap today. You understand? It's a family day and it's Sunday. You understand? I've been out today, just got back. Family are out, I'm home alone. You understand? But I just saw something that impressed me about a boxer, a Nigerian boxer, Ekundayo, when he won a boxing title and his parents came on stage and he just went down, yakata, on the floor, prostrate. That is our own culture. That's how we greet people. Like Oyinbo people will shake hands, or some people will do this, touch. That's how they greet people. Some people, they will kiss each other in the cheek. You know, some people it might be the lips. Some people it might be hugging. You understand? That's how they greet. But to be quite honest, to be quite honest, Nigeria is very complicated nowadays because of many languages that we have. Correct me if you shouldn't even correct me, because I don't really know it, so I'm not going to say it. I don't know how many tribes we have in Nigeria. I don't know, but I know it's a lot. And I don't know how many languages that we have in Nigeria. I know it's a lot, but we have 3 major languages. When I say 3 majors, we're talking about Yoruba, Igbo, or Igbo, if you like, and Hausa. Those are the 3 major languages, but we have several languages. Trust me, it's a mess. You understand? But if you're not a Nigerian, if you're not an African, now you can ask a question. So how do we all communicate? How do we understand each other? This is where colonization comes in. Because of colonization, we all invented a language which is borrowed from English language to communicate with each other. Yes. So, say for example, if an Igbo person wants to communicate with a Yoruba person, they can use a language we call Pidgin English. It's a language borrowed from English language. You understand? We all, how can I put this? Yeah, it's a language borrowed from English language. And to be quite honest, not many Nigerians do understand Pidgin English. It's an English, but borrowed. It's like when you talk about Caribbeans, you talk about Patois. Patois. That's their own English, like Pidgin English. That's the way I would describe it. Patois is like Pidgin English, like when you say Wagwan, Breji, Misun Kong. It means I'll be there in a jiffy, Misun Kong. I'll see you soon. Something like that. You get me? Or when they say, I'm trying to remember Patois. I can't remember any sentence in Patois, to be quite honest. I mean, I know the rude ones, but I don't want to speak it. Yeah, I know the rude ones, but I don't want to say it. Like, I only use the word Misunkom. Oh, Breji, Wagwan, meaning what's going on. You understand? It sounds English, but it's not English, if you get what I'm saying. So the same thing in Nigeria, we invented our own language, a language which this tribe and the other tribe who do not understand their languages can use to communicate. Like Yoruba can communicate with an Hausa man, or Hausa man can communicate with an Igbo man, you know, vice versa. So our own is called Pidgin English or broken English. Great Fela Anikulapo, may his soul rest in peace, popularized this Pidgin language because he sings with it, or he sang with it. He's dead now, isn't it? Late. May his soul rest in peace. Yeah, and you know, Fela's music cut across the world, just like you have Bob Marley, you know. I shot the sheriff, and I didn't kill this deputy, something like that. Or one love, one heart, let's get together. Actually, that's English, isn't it? You know, but shout out to Bob Marley anyway. I can't remember Bob Marley's song, speaking with Patois. I can't remember any as I speak. But Fela Anikulapo did it perfectly and sold Pidgin English to the world. You understand? You will see some Oyinbo people nowadays speaking Pidgin English, especially those foreigners living in Nigeria. They do speak Pidgin, you know, some of them, or a lot of them rather. You understand? So that's how we invented a language that we all can use to communicate with each other. So culture is very important. Language is very important. Well, living in this country for approximately 40 years, if it's not over, I've lost count now. Thank God I don't have immigration problem. Because if they ask me how long I've been in this country, I will tell them I don't know and I don't care. You get me? So anyway, where was I? Yeah, you see, living in this country for a long period of time, Abibaba, London, I noticed that some countries, I hate to use the word third world countries, but it has to be used, but I'm not going to use it anyway. But anyway, for example, these two countries fascinate me in the UK. India and Chinese people. Even those two cultures, Chinese and Indian people, when their children are born here, they still teach their children, their British children, their languages. You understand? Their languages will be taught to the children in this at home. You understand? Now, we Africans and Caribbean, I don't really blame Caribbean because I don't really think that they have a language apart from English. Yes, I said they have Patois. Patois is not the kind of language I think, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm suspecting that I'm wrong, a language that you'll be teaching children. Maybe I'm thinking of the bad words. That's why I'm saying, oh, it's not. But it could be. But we tend not to do it. You understand? Africans, we are guilty of that a lot. If I open my mouth, it's going to cost me die, and I don't care because it's the truth. You get me? We Africans, yeah, when we have children, I'm guilty of it too, because my children, I have a 26-year-old daughter. She's a working class, an author, journalist, and she works in the office as well. And my second daughter, she works with the NHS. She's like a psychologist there. Both of them, they can't speak Yoruba. They can only speak maybe one word just when they want to take a mickey out of anything. You understand? Only if they want to show off to you that I understand Nigeria now. They will use those funny words, the popular words that everyone is using everywhere, like timber for etie, magba etie, or kurombe, stuff like that. They can say all that. And they can sing Afrobeat, even in Yoruba. I remember one time that the first time I had my youngest daughter singing Afrobeat, pure Yoruba. And she sang it so nicely, but she didn't understand what she was singing about, but because she loved the music, she cramped it and she knows how to sing it. I was shocked and I was proud. I was so happy. You understand? But as I was saying, I don't know why we are so guilty. I mean, I don't know why we like doing that, to actually teach our children, our Nigerian children, our African children, our Caribbean children. Why do we always teach them English as their first language? Why is it not that? Why are we not copying Indian system, Chinese system? It's working for them. You understand? Chinese people, they will go to the GP or they will go somewhere. The mother might not even be able to speak English properly, or even if she knows how to speak English properly. But there are things that they want to tell them that they don't want anybody to hear. So they always speak to their children in English. Even I see a lot of Chinese children and Indian children interpreting for their parents. You understand? Imagine if you're in a train, you understand, and you want to caution your child, and you don't want everybody to hear, or you want to talk to your child, but you want to gossip, and you don't want everyone to hear what you're gossiping about. You can actually speak your language to your children, but with Nigerians, no. We want to teach our children English first. And they don't, some people, some Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, and etc., etc. They don't even really want their children to understand their languages at all. Why? Why are we like that? I'm going to shiftly move to another one. Most of the time, not even most of the time, all the time when I go to Nigeria, I'm in Nigeria now. And when I'm in Nigeria, I like to speak either Pidgin or Yoruba to Yoruba people when I'm in their midst. I like to speak. Then I noticed that when I'm speaking Yoruba to them, they start answering back in English. I'm like, what's going on? Why? Why are you speaking English to me? I tell many people several times, on several occasions, I tell them off. Why are you speaking English to me when I'm speaking Yoruba to you and you understand Yoruba? Why? But I think they think because you live abroad, you live in the UK, so they want to impress you with their grammar, or maybe they think that it's the norm just for them to answer you back in English. I don't understand that norm. I don't know where that norm is from. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, people in Nigeria, they would like you to buy things from abroad and give them a gift. Whereas that's Nigerian English. The same product, the same thing is in Nigeria, probably manufactured in Nigeria or imported from abroad. But because it's in Nigeria, they don't want you to buy it for them in Nigeria. They want you to bring it from abroad. I don't understand. And, okay, I'll use an example. If I show you this drink here, it's a wine. It's a tonic wine. I don't know if I show you the name, I'll be advertising, and I know I will be advertising for the drink. It's a popular drink. Anytime I'm having an occasion, I'm always serving everybody because I like it and I want everyone, because I grew up with it. Not that I wasn't drinking. I wasn't able to drink it when I was a child, but I see my dad and a lot of big men drinking it. And since then, I said to myself that when I grow up, I'm going to buy this drink. This is going to be my drink. And it has been my drink for a very, very long time. I've introduced it to many, many friends, and they are addicted to it just like I am. I'm not addicted to it, but I just love drinking it because nowadays I can't even drink alcohol nowadays. I've been banned from drinking alcohol. Well, I can have a sip now and then, but it's not like, because I suffer from gout, and when you have gout, alcohol is not going to be your best friend. You understand? Alcohol, salts, and more other things. Yeah, many things anyway. But anyway, I'm going to show you. If I'm advertising, I advertise. I don't care. I'm not getting paid for it. That's it. Sanatogen. Or Oyibo people might pronounce it differently, sanatogen. But I pronounce it sanatogen. Could be sanatogen. It's now my younger brother's favorite drink as well. He loves it. So, say for example, I took this drink, and I've done it before in the past. Bought it here in the UK, and I think it's made in England. I think so. I think it's made in England. And it's 15%. The content, alcohol content is 15%. So, took it to Nigeria, because it's my drink. I love having it when I'm in Nigeria. When I'm not having Guinness, I'll be having this. Yeah? And I always hide it from people, except a few very, very close friends, you understand, that I can share this with. Anyway, so took it to Nigeria, and we drank it, and when we ran out, I told my friends, I gave them money. I said, go and buy another one. They didn't want to, because they said, no, the one they sell in Nigeria is not the same. It's not going to taste the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But people, even slippers, they have nice slippers. Look at what I'm wearing. It was both made, because I bought the material, designed it, gave it to my tailor, and he saw it. You understand? It was done in Nigeria. This clothing, this suit I'm wearing, it's got trousers. It's even got shoes to match. I hope it matches. Does it match? My shine shoe. I think it goes with this one. Anyway, look how it's shining. If you look at it, can you see that it's shining like diamond? Shining like diamond. Shining like diamond. Shining like diamond. The same way it shines when I'm wearing it, especially in it. I think it's not shining because of the light, but when I'm in the club, you see it be shining. Or if I put it down where there's not too much light, it will be shining. Yeah. Anyway, you'll be surprised that there are some nice clothes in Nigeria, nice hats. People don't like to buy. I think the excuse they make, which it can be reasonable, is that there are lots of things that are fake in Nigeria. There are lots. The hat I'm wearing, I bought it from Nigeria, it could be fake. Do I care? As long as I wear it and it looks good, and it does look good, I'm telling you. So, we need to patronize our culture, our language or languages. We need to patronize what we got, our clothes. You understand? Our products. I know one guy, he makes nice sandals. I'm telling you. I bought a lot and came to this country and give it away to non-Nigerians. And they loved it. One guy, one of the people I gave was a Jamaican. He loved the sandals. He couldn't believe that it was made in Nigeria. I'm telling you, he loved it. Summertime, he was rocking with that sandal. And when I see him wearing it, it makes me feel happy. You understand? How much did it cost me? It cost me 3,000 naira, including material. It was made for me, including material. 3,000 naira, which is 3,000 naira is equivalent to 3,000 naira. How much is 3,000 naira? Oh, 1,000 would be like approximately 1,000 would be like approximately £2. So it's like £6. £6 for a nice sandal. Very nice, very pretty. To be quite honest, it's not even 2,000. I think because I bought like 15, so he gave me a discount. Maybe he gave me for 2,000 or 2,500 each. So that's what I'm saying. There are good things in Africa. There are good things in Caribbean. We need to patronize our own things. You understand? Before we patronize others. You understand? If you patronize your own, it will be popular. Look at our music now. I am Johnson. Look at our music. Our music is being, I want to use the word raped all over the world. People love Afrobeat all over the world. If we did patronize it, will it have made it that far? No, it wouldn't have. And guess who are patronizing the young people? I remember, I've been a DJ in this country for more than 30 years. I'm telling you, for more than 30 years. I remember in the beginning, when we play Afrobeat in the club, you cannot play more than 5 tracks before they chuck you out from the club because people didn't like it. They can dance to it for like maybe 15 minutes. That's it. They want you to switch back to bashment, reggae, R&B, funky house. You understand? That's what they wanted at that time. But nowadays, if you go to the clubs, majority of the clubs are playing at least 80% of Afrobeat nowadays. And you will see Oyibo people dancing to Afrobeat in our clubs. You understand? And I'm talking, if you are just joining me, if you don't know where I'm based in the UK. So when I'm talking about clubs, I'm talking about UK clubs. Okay? So, well, 80% of Afrobeat is being played in every club nowadays. Right? If you think I'm exaggerating, go to any club. Oyibo are there, different culture. India, they dancing to it, they singing to it, they even dance in our shanku or zanku, whatever we're calling it nowadays. They dancing to it. The point is, if we didn't promote Afrobeat to that level, will it have been internationally accepted? No. The same thing, we need to start promoting our culture. We need to start promoting our language. We need to start promoting our fashion, our clothing. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I remember when I went out today, somebody saw me like they said, "Wow, this is nice, DJ Ali." I said, "Oh, thanks." You get me? And it was serious. It was an Oyibo person. Excuse me. This is what I'm saying. I could have worn a shirt and trousers. Yeah? Pair of trousers. can wear anything, can wear trainers. But no, I decided to wear our traditional clothes, suit with nice shoe. It looks like balagba shoe, no? You understand? You may say, oh, Dijali, this is not your style now. What's my style? I'm African, my friend. You understand? Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go. My intention is to have people making comments or come live on the video so that we can all talk about it. But it looks like nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to be seen. They just want to hear me talking. This is the problem. People always think because I'm a radio presenter, they prefer to be listening to me rather than contributing. No, it's not fair. It's not fair. You need to contribute. Don't be shy. Some people are shy. Even I should be shy. Because, let me tell you a quick story. When I started radio, when did I start radio? I think it was 1996 or 97. I never used to talk on the radio, you know. I was just DJ, I was mixing and blending, and I had an MC. You understand? Even when I don't have MC, I just play music, I let the music do the talking. You understand? And if you remember, I started with a Jamaican radio station, then moved to African radio station, and then moved to Oyinbo internet radio station. But it got to a time that people started making requests. Oh, why is it that DJ Ali? Because they love me, they think I'm charismatic with my music, you know. And then they started protesting that we want DJ Ali to start talking this, that. So my boss just talked to me and said, you know, you have a lot of requests from people that they wanna hear your voice, not just the music. They wanna hear your voice. They wanna know what I sound like. So after so many persuasion, because I tried to escape it, because I complained to my boss. I told my boss, if you listen to me very carefully, you will know that my voice is very tiny. Sometimes I sound like a girl. Sometimes when people call any of my daughters, and I answer the phone, they're always thinking that I'm their mom. Yeah. So when I pass the phone to my daughters, my daughters, then they will ask them, was it your mom that answered the phone? And I'm always expecting that, so I keep listening. Then my children will say, no, that was my dad. They say, oh, sound like a girl. So because I know that I sound feminine, you understand? And that's how I was created. I'm not gay, and I'm not homosexual, I'm not bisexual, I'm straight. You understand? And there's nothing wrong about being gay. If you're gay for yourself, but I'm not gay. And I don't discriminate against gay people. You can be gay, that's your choice, that's your palabra, that's your wahala, that's your preference, that's what you like. I'm not gay, but I have a very, very soft voice. So I told my boss that I can't talk on the radio because of my voice. He goes, what's wrong with your voice? I said, I sound like a girl, man. I can't talk. Who wants to listen to a voice like this? No, I can't talk. But with some serious authoritative persuasion. I don't know if I use the words rightly. Authoritative persuasion. I began talking on the radio, and since then I never looked back. If you think my voice is tiny, so be. If you think I don't have a radio voice, so be. It's my voice, and there's a word called unique. You understand? So I want to use it to encourage everyone. If you have a voice that's different from everybody, that is making you shy away from broadcasting of, not, you don't even have to be a radio broadcaster or TV broadcaster, but to doing like going to conferences and make a speech. You understand? Please come out of your shell. Be proud of it, because it's different means you're unique. Just see it like that. Like you're unique. You got to be unique because you're different. Your voice is not similar to every other person, and that should be your selling point. To support what I'm saying, there was a time I was driving the bus. I also drive London buses. I was driving the bus and I saw a woman. She's got a child on her back, you know, one bum up. And she was running towards the bus stop. She was far away. But I waited because I saw she was making a lot of effort. So I didn't want to drive off, you know. That's part of my personality. I'm kind. So I was waiting for her. So eventually she got on the bus. She said, thank you. She was so happy. I said, I'm telling you, I waited because of the effort that you made. And
all my sexy ladies, all my sexy mamas, Jojo, Juju, Titi.
As soon as she heard my voice, you know, then she was staring at me. She said, are you DJ Ali? I said, no, I'm not. I always deny that. She said, are you sure you're not DJ Ali? And I said, no. There's a radio presenter on Nigeria FM. That time I was on Nigeria FM. There's a radio presenter there, and you sound like him. I said, oh no, I'm not a radio presenter, I'm a bus driver. Then she said to me that, do you know, one gift that God gave her is the gift of, you know, recognizing voices that, oh, Samson Akela, you come on the you're a broadcaster as well. Although you do legal one, I do social and entertainment. Anyway, so then she said to me that one talent that God gave her is that when she had somebody speaking, she can never forget that voice for the rest of her life. You understand? Anywhere she hears that voice, she will recognize and she will know where she heard the voice from. I said, no, I'm sorry, you're wrong on this occasion. So one of my colleagues was sitting there. He was just laughing. So I convinced the woman. In my own view, I thought I convinced her. She went to sit down. And then less than 3 minutes later, she came. She said, are you sure you're not? Because I've been talking on the bus as well. So he said, that voice is very familiar. It's similar to DJ Ali's voice that I used to hear on Nigeria FM. Actually, at that time, I was still on Nigeria FM. So I said, no, madam, I'm not. So anyway, as she wanted to get off, she came back again. She said, she's been in trouble because she's adamant that that's my voice. That's DJ Ali's voice. That if you're not DJ Ali, then you have somebody that sounds like you. Then my friend couldn't hold it anymore. He just let the cat out of the bag. He confessed to the woman and said, yes, it's DJ Ali. He's just denying it. He doesn't like to be recognized. The woman said, hey, I said it. I knew. So, the reason I'm making this point is, don't shy away from anything. If you have a dream, follow it. You understand? God has given everyone a talent. If you know you love broadcasting and you think your voice is what is holding you back, don't let it hold you back. Trust me. They even say, practice makes perfect. You understand? If you're shy, you're not going to believe him. I'll reveal this secret to you. It's not a secret anymore because most people that know me, they know that I'm a very shy person on a personal level. That's why you hear me I always use air for majority of people. Even if I'm older than them, I'll still use air. It's my way. I'm very humble. So, what was I going to say before mentioning that? Anyway, if you are shy, being shy is not a disease. You can start practicing. Speak in the midst of your friends. There are some people that when they're in the midst of their friends, they keep quiet. You understand? They don't want their voice to be heard, even when they got a valid point to contribute because of their shyness. Start practicing it. Start talking with your friends. Let your voice be heard. That's how you start. Go to conferences. If they invite you to make a speech, speak up. They're not going to kill you. They will listen to you. Some people, their fear is they are afraid of making mistake. They are afraid of speaking bad English. Let me encourage you today. I'm not perfect. My English is not even perfect. I know a lot of presenters who are better than me when it comes to English. Listen to this. If you make grammatical mistake, let it go. It's natural, it's normal. Even big people on big people on national television, mainstream television and mainstream radio, Oyibo, Dudu, black or white, they still make mistake. I hear it all the time. They still make mistake. And they're big, they're earning big money. So don't let your grammar, your accent, you understand? Don't let your accent and your grammar to discourage you from your talent. You understand? Encourage yourself. Speak all the time. Speak in public. It's a good way to break that phobia or fear, if you like. Say, for example, like me, when I first joined the bus company, the bus industry, I used to be very quiet with my colleagues. I'll sit down and watch, But nowadays, I started blending in. That's why I say, you can see me on the radio, I can chat a lot, I can talk like I'm bold, I can challenge anyone, I'm arrogant, I'm stubborn, I'm this. In real life, I'm a shy person. I'm surprised. I can sit down somewhere and not say a word. But I think I'm breaking out of my shell lately because I've been hearing some of my colleagues who used to like my quietness, and now they're making comments that, they've been hearing my voice from the road, and I wasn't like that. And when they say things like that, it buffers me. It does. It buffers me a lot because my interpretation is, they're telling me I'm loud then, innit? I'm loud. Am I loud? I don't want to be loud. You understand? I want to be quiet. I like being quiet. I like it when I was quiet. But I guess I'm growing out of my quietness. So I'm changing. But it could be for the bad because it's not nice for people to think that you are loud though. It's nice to be quiet. You understand? It's nice to be quiet. You shouldn't be loud. Anyway. Yeah, George. You good, man? Yeah, I see you. Anyway. Thanks to everyone for watching. I'm going to go. I'm actually having a headache. So I thought maybe if I talk to people, it will relieve me of my headache. But it's not really helping, is it? Yeah? Anyway, thank you so much. Whatever you got to say, please text it. And thank you. Your culture is your culture. Be proud of your culture. That is the topic I'm talking about. Your culture is your culture. Be proud of your culture. Exhibit your culture everywhere. Exhibit your language everywhere. You understand? Some people might think it's rude when you speak in your own language. Trust me, the language they want to force you to speak, the English, it's not your language. Remember, it's not your language. You understand? So obviously, you can respect their culture, speak English where applicable. But when you are with your own people, speak your language. You understand? When you are with your own people, speak your language. Don't be with your own people and still start speaking grammar. You understand? No, nobody wants to hear that. People want to hear their own language coming, belting out of your mouth, like loud music at a carnival. You understand? Yeah. And people always say that we Africans, we are very loud when we talk. Do you blame us? Do you know Africa is very loud? I'm from Lagos. Not like my parents are from Lagos. My parents are not from Lagos, but I grew up from Lagos from the age of 2 years. I actually had an argument with my family that I was convinced that I was born in Lagos, but they told me the truth that I wasn't born in Lagos. I was born somewhere else and brought to Lagos from the age of 2. So I actually discovered myself in Lagos, and since then I've been claiming Lagos. So whether you like it or not, I'm a Lagosian. You understand? Because Lagos is the only place I know. You understand? Anyways, yeah. So whatever is your language, be proud of it, celebrate it, promote it, share it. Share your language with other people. Don't be afraid to wear this because you are in Western world. No, wear your cultural heritage, promote it. Wear your African attire. Anywhere you go, it's you. It doesn't affect the way you speak. And thanks to our children nowadays, they are actually wearing it now. You understand? So, but what we are still lacking is teaching our children our language. And this goes to us that we live in the Western world. Even not only Western world, you will be surprised that there are some Nigerian parents that are teaching their children English. Their children do not understand English anymore because they are teaching their children English from day set, from day on, from their first day, from the day they were born. Because our mentality is if we teach our children how to speak English, we will look, what's the right word I'm using for that word is running away from my head. What is japa? That word japa. I think the word will be, I think it's showing off like they are not illiterate. That's why they teach their children. Maybe no, but that's what I'm thinking because I can't imagine why Yoruba parents will be teaching their children English from day one. Their children don't even understand Yoruba, their language anymore. They don't understand, they can't speak it, they can only speak English, and they are Nigerians. I think it's bad. We need to start thinking, rethink, please. Let's promote our language, promote our cultural heritage. You understand? Because that's all we have. You understand? We can't do Oyibo stuff. You understand? Oyibo people are proud of their things. So why can't we be proud of our things too? Thank God for Afrobeat. It's making a lot of people, it's culturizing us. That's the word. It's culturizing us nowadays. But music cannot culturalize us only because there are even some things that go on in music that is not nice. You understand? Even artists, Afrobeat artists, I've noticed lately, they are actually talking about civilized women, civilized stuff, You get me? And I'm not saying there's something wrong with civilization. Nothing wrong is with civilization, but it would be nice if you can combine civilization with your own culture. Don't celebrate one for the other. And that's what we've been doing. People from Africa and Caribbean. You understand? It would be really, really nice. This is Black History Month. We need to celebrate our culture, celebrate our clothes, our language. You understand? We've been civilized before Igbo came to capture us and enslave us. We've been civilized. When I say civilized, don't think civilization is about speaking English, or civilization is about wearing shirt and trousers and not using some trees to cover our body like they do in Garden of Eden. That's not what I mean by civilization. You understand? We've been civilized before because we had our own ways of doing things, which was acceptable in those days. It's just because we are seeing something different from Oyibo people. That's why we're copying them. You understand? We've always been comfortable, happy with the way we were, the things we do. Don't even let me put my mouth in bleaching, because if I do that, or no, Facebook ma gbanoni, lójijì ma gbano. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. People before, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but me personally, I used to hear that bleaching cream came from abroad. They were coming from abroad for selling it to us to use to cream, bleach our body. But nowadays, I even know some people who are actually producing bleaching cream in Nigeria, who are distributing bleaching cream in Nigeria. You know, it's not even only women that are bleaching. Men are bleaching too. I'm telling you, men and women are bleaching. That's inferiority complex. You feel inferior of being black. Look at me. Am I not black? Èèyàn kan ló fẹ́ mi náà now. Somebody married me with my color. You understand? They didn't give me an option or ultimatum, what should I say, to be yellow or to be white. They like me for who I am. I think I'm beautiful. Look, I'm black and I'm proud. I think that black is beautiful. So do not condemn your color, for God's sake. Don't condemn it. There's nothing wrong with our color. You understand? You can't bleach your color for anybody just because you want to be white. What is it about white? White people also go to sunny countries to tan. And tanning means they want to be darker. You know, even to them as well. When they tanning, some people will say you can get cancer from tanning. You understand? Everyone just be yourself. You have beautiful colors, black and white. You know, be who you are. If you're dark, you're dark. Dark is beautiful. Black is beautiful. But when you start bleaching yourself, you're saying to people that black is not beautiful anymore. Or I can talk too much. Like I said, I'm having a headache, serious headache, and I'm still talking. Whatever I want to share meaning, it's a curse. I can talk for England, I'm telling you, and Nigeria too. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've had it. Please be proud of your culture, be proud of your language, be proud of your color. I'm talking about black or white. If you're white, be proud of being white. If you're black, be proud of being white. Don't swap your color, your heritage, your asho, your clothing, your adire, your attire, your everything, your way of life for anybody. Be yourself. That's all I'm preaching. Look at the devil. The devil is black. He's not going to bleach. Or do you think Satan will ever bleach to become white? You understand? When I say the devil is black, don't misquote me. That's what they put in our head, and that's what they put in my head. I've never seen the devil before. I don't know what color the devil is, but they made us believe from the pictures, the drawings that we see, Jesus is white and the devil is black. That's the picture they put in our heads. The people who actually wrote the Bible, who are not Nigerians, who are not Africans. You understand? So, but they portray the devil being black. You understand? Imagine, as we all think that the devil, or believe, whether think or believe, whichever one you do, whether you believe the devil is black, yes, whether you believe the devil is not black, but you've seen the picture, the image before that is black. Whatever you believe, you will never, even assuming the devil is black, you won't see the devil using bleaching cream. And the devil is supposed to be doing bad things. So if the devil is not bleaching his own skin, why should you, who is not this devil, you are not son or daughter of the devil now, Abi? Has anybody come out and say they are the son or daughter of the devil? No. But you are bleaching. Makes sense. I gotta go, my head is killing me, man. I need to go and rest. Take care, bye.